Hello everybody. My name is Jay
Hey.
Vanity Upton, the only Upton in the metaverse. I have an undergrad in fashion marketing, prototyping, and merchandising in real life, and I work with Matlow 3D, Sarah Fishus 9, and a few other really good architects in real life in the metaverse. And I have a furniture collection called Beautiful Nightmare, which has a jazz lounge, the collection, and an art gallery coming out in July or June. So tonight I'm having a networking
Oh.
meeting and we're all gonna have, our fancy attire on and we're just gonna network and just unwind and just chat.
Oh, I love that. And how soon is it starting?
It's gonna be starting at like 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Oh, great. Okay.
So like
Well,
an hour or
we
two.
can all go there after.
Yeah,
I think that's
that's
just
totally fine.
awesome. And what world is it? Is there an
It's gonna
invite
be
or
called
a
Beautiful
world?
Nightmare Jazz Lounge under my name.
Oh, great. Good. Well, if you're not already friends with Jay Vanity Upton, hi, and welcome you to become friends and check out their worlds.
Yeah.
Welcome,
Let me
welcome.
find a seat.
I'm happy to be able to welcome you here. Yay, thank you. So stay with us as long as you're able to.
Okay.
Okay.
Lolly D, why don't you go ahead and get up on stage? Because you did say that you did need to go. So, like, I know, Paige,
Yeah, I
you're going to
can't
be
stay too
inviting some
long,
people.
and I don't even know. I've never been
Please.
here before, so I'm just going to talk about what I think I'd like to talk about, and you can let me know if that wasn't the right place for that. I'm
No,
not
I think
sure.
it's
So
great. Let me just quick introduce you.
okay.
Okay. And this microphone will amplify your voice. Welcome everybody. My name is Paige, or Better World Museum, and this is Women in Horizon Talks, a super informal extension of our Women in Horizon Summit that was hosted during International Women's Day, and now it's a monthly talk and where you're invited to get up on stage and share your views in under 5 minutes. So, our first speaker tonight is Lolly D. And Lolly D is a new friend of mine here in Horizon. We just met tonight, and I'm happy about it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to record, which means I'm going to kind of center up close to the stage. So if I seem like why am I right up here and sort of in the middle? It's just because I'm recording, so I get an awesome shot of Lolly D, and we have a YouTube playlist of over 22 videos of women talking. If you're an ally and you want to participate, that's okay too. We love everyone across the spectrum, and everybody's voices are important. So with that, Lolly D, come and grab the mic, and I'm gonna hop down, and I'm gonna kind of frame myself. Monet, I don't want to block your view whatsoever, or be rude by being so like up in front. But this is just a video thing. Thank you so much, and
So
I'll
good
be
evening,
quiet while I'm
everybody.
videoing.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Lolly D, and I wanted to say that I have been in the metaverse since October. I love it. I'm a very social person, so Horizon Worlds is where I find myself most of the time. I have met some amazing people here. People from all walks of life, people from every state, many countries, every class, every color, everything, and it has been the most amazing experience. I love that in the metaverse we can walk up to each other and just start talking. That is something we can't or don't feel comfortable most of us in real life, and so it's just open doors for us that is just phenomenal. We get a lot of those experience when we go to like a nightclub. People loosen up when they're drinking, but this is just immediate. We walk right up and we've got it. So So I love that, and I'm happy to be here. My favorite thing to do is talk. So I find plenty of people to talk to. I've been able to mentor a couple of kids. It makes me feel amazing. And
No,
mostly
not the
for
debate,
me,
dude.
I
Shut
work by
up.
myself. I'm self-employed. So this has been an amazing experience as far as filling up
Wait,
that
can you
little
hear me?
section of my life that I was lacking. I didn't have time for a social life. I just work, come home with my family and be with my husband, but I need conversation. I need good conversation. So get a lot of fun, some good conversations, some really heavy conversations, but enjoyed it immensely. The last thing I wanted to say was that in regard to the current problem we all have with Roe versus Wade, I just wanted to share my experience. First of all, I'm a very big supporter of women's rights and gay rights and people just
pardon
being
me. If you're not on the stage, please mute your mics. Thank you. Lolly D,
I'm a
thank you.
total believer
Wait,
in live and let live. Always have been. But I wanted to share this. So I support abortion, but I wanted to tell you when I was a young woman and I found myself in the situation where I became pregnant and it wasn't a right time for me. I wasn't married yet, and it was a while ago. I won't tell you how long ago it was. But abortions were legal at the time. And I called Planned Parenthood because I thought in my life this is something that I probably need to have an abortion. But when I talked to Planned Parenthood, a young woman got on the phone and she said, absolutely, we can make you an appointment for an abortion, but may I ask you some questions? And she proceeded to do a little bit of an interview with me and asking me about my family and asking me about my life so that she kind of understood where I was. So she said to me, I'm not going to try to talk you out of it in any way, but I will say one thing to you that make sure that you understand this. Do you understand when you have an abortion that it's possible that you could pierce your uterus and you may not ever be able to carry a child? Because this was my very first pregnancy and I was young and I thought, wow, that's a lot to think about. I mean, what if? I mean, I didn't intend to never have children, but what if that punctured my uterus and then I never can have them again? Well, I made the decision to have the baby. And you know what? It was the best decision I ever made. Not the decision for everybody, but for me, it worked out amazing. And I have an amazing daughter now who's a huge executive in a law firm. She's great. She's my right-hand guy, where she's my, what do you call him, ride or die buddy? That's my daughter. But as I said, I support every woman's right, but not Planned Parenthood is not out there just trying to hurt people and promote abortion. Planned Parenthood is exactly what it says it is. It's planning parenthood. And people need to understand that are pro-life. They don't see it that way. And that's not fair and it's not true. Planned Parenthood saved my daughter. I may not have, I may have had that abortion had I not talked to the right person at the right time. And for me, that ended up being the right decision. So that's what I wanted to share tonight. And thank you guys for giving me an opportunity to do that. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yay, thank you so much, Lolly D. Thank you so much.
Phenomenal.
And thank you. Thanks for sharing your story and your truth.
Thank you.
Great
When we
feature.
use our voices, it dissolves isolation and the stigma that comes with silence, right? By not using our truth as our stories, we have a hard time being able to make a path for more people to share their stories and truths. I also want to welcome anyone who's new into Horizon or to this event. I know I come off as super policey to protect the voices up on stage.
Wait a minute, this guy's on to something.
Five times, and I'm against it.
Okay, go away.
You can't silence us.
Go away.
You know what you look like? You look like like a bunch of men who only know how to bully women. That's what you look like.
Yeah, look at you.
We bully everybody.
You look at you, are you proud you can bully women?
Play
You're
the
proud of that,
music.
huh? I'm going to report every one of you to Horizons. Every one of you.
In case you didn't hear us, we said men.
Come on, Mike. Come on, Mickey.
This is terrible.
One of us.
Wow,
Men.
aren't you something? I bet
Men.
you
Men.
feel on, don't you?
Men.
You feel so
Men are the kick world. Men.
down.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you're really men when there's no men around, right?
You really,
Yep, that makes you men.
wow.
We'll post your pictures for everyone to see in the video for everyone to see.
Oh yeah.
Let you see what people think of you.
There you go.
Yeah, I know Fuzzy Asian Babies. He's a busker. He works in
There's only 2 of them left.
he he works on in the plaza. You'll see him singing.
Yeah, every one of you gets to go. Go away.
I know.
I don't know where my tools are. There
Paige,
is
I'm
a
so
real
sorry.
problem. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Men
there's such a
rock,
problem with
dude. Rock
with
on.
these control.
Men.
to, like, I hope everyone has reported this person. Get the fuck out of our world now. Go away.
I'm not breaking any rules. Men.
You are.
Technically, you are. You literally broke like 7 metaverse rules right now.
I don't know where the report tools are in this event.
Well, they're all going to show up on your recently nearby, so just report them.
Oh,
Absolutely.
don't worry. I'm recording this guy right now, you
Yeah.
guys. I had it.
Yeah,
set on
he'll get it from
So-
Horizons. That's what we have to do.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Enjoy that. 'cause
Unfortunately.
I'll record it for you there, bud.
Oh boy, that gets my dander up like you can't believe.
When I click on this, I get manage attendees instead of the Joker's name. That's right.
Anyways.
Wow.
Thank you, whoever got him. Okay, who else is ready to leave? Anyone else wants to stand up and out yourself for being like a total loser? Is there anyone else here who feels so small of existence?
No, there we
Yeah?
go.
All right. Okay, so. Thank you.
That's better.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Lolly, I'm so sorry.
Disruptive. Sorry, everybody. That's totally so expected. I actually need to grab my cord. Would somebody else like to come up and take the stage? I see the microphone is kind of way up in the air over here. There, if somebody with low gravity can grab it, great, and we can just regroup. But I do have to
Here you
thank
go,
you, Jay
lovely.
Vanity. I do have to grab my cord and plug in so I don't like conk out. And if you're new here, this is Women in Horizon Talks. And if you're not an ally, then you're not welcome here. So, we have a format where we talk for 5 minutes, and Naviculara is here, and I welcome you to hop up on the stage and talk
Let me
for
hop
up to
up.
5 minutes. And in
Thank
the
you.
meantime, while I get my cord, Jay Vanity Upton, will you do me a favor and record
Yes,
from
love.
right here? Thank you. It'll just be a moment. Thank you.
Okay. Hi everybody. I'm gonna just use this moment to reset
Thank you.
and just that's unfortunate, but let's move on. How about I talk about a completely different subject from what we were talking about? So, my name here is Naviculara. My name in real life is Dr. Linda Civarelli. I've been in private practice as a podiatrist for almost 20 years. And in December of last year, I had a transformative experience. I put on my 13-year-old son, Adrian's headset. And, are we removing this guy? Yeah. Okay. Okie dokie. So I had a transformative experience. I put on my son's headset and I looked into the Horizon commercial. I had never even been in Horizon. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, why can't I use this platform to help my patients to understand their health conditions better? And so that's when I set up to developing something called House Call VR. House Call VR is the first medical hub in the metaverse. I invite you all to come and see. You won't see it under my name. It's under House Call VR creation name. We are creating connection spaces for people. So utilizing the amazing immersive technology that we're all sitting in now, the social experience to expand health literacy and health access. So in my life as a practicing physician, unfortunately, I see the lack of equitable access every day, right? I see what happens when people don't have access to good health care and don't have access to good health information and health literacy. So that's what my goal is with House Call. What we've done is we've created some gamified medical content. Everything that you see is sort of in the development phase. So feel free to give us some suggestions. We are iterating to find the best fit. What we're doing is we host lectures. We hosted, Paige was there. Thank you so much. The first public medical lecture in the metaverse by Dr. Betsy Greenleaf. She's a women's health expert. We'll be hosting additional talks coming up. We have real practice worlds in there. So, for example, Dr. Greenleaf has a world that is like a practice website, and she hosts monthly Q&As where you can meet with her. I'll be doing some Q&As as a podiatrist in my world, in Brandywine Podiatry's world. We have a dermatologist and more coming on board. So really the subject that I wanted to talk about was not so much about House Call, but just about the importance of, from my perspective, using this technology to expand people's understanding of their health and to give them the opportunity to learn through immersive and experiential learning. We learn better when we do stuff, and especially when we do stuff with our friends. So if you can play a game about how to treat your skin, or a game about toenail fungus or women's health or whatever, you might, like, if you can get your friends involved, that might be something that you can then take outside of virtual reality, which is the big goal, right? The big goal is that everything that we're teaching, all of the information that we're sharing, can be taken outside of Horizon and can be brought into your real world and really applicable and memorable. So that's all I wanted to say today. I'm so grateful, Paige. Thank you so much for asking me to be here and to share. And if anybody wants to, friend me, please friend me. But go check out our House Call Worlds. We're going to be expanding over time. Our next lecturer is Dr. Corey Dubois, who's going to be discussing sports medicine, and we're going to be having multiple lectures throughout the years, as well as other events where you can connect with physicians and have public Q&As. So there you go.
I love that. Thank you so much, Naviculara. Yay! I with practice I'll nail your name perfectly. But access to healthcare in the metaverse, what an incredible project and community building collaborative experience that you've created this platform and brought healthcare physicians into the metaverse. Access is so important.
crazy.
So thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, it's awesome. I'm new here.
No.
Sorry.
That's
oh
awesome.
boy. Okay.
Okay. So I'd like to invite Jay Vanity. Would you like to hop up here?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you,
I'm going to hop
Dawn.
down and record you. I'm so thrilled to welcome Jay Vanity Upton.
Hello, everybody. So I know we're all speaking 5 minutes before I have to shoot off, but I just want to address some things about the metaverse and some of our community guidelines. As you are aware that when you do report somebody, it is instantly now. And the reason why it's instantly is because they want to develop a better place where people who do have mental problems and or anxiety to feel safe when they come in virtual reality and not bring their real world situations in here. Yesterday I was at a party and I was targeted because someone was being homophobic and all this other stuff. I'm not going to get into that whole situation. But when you come into this world in this application, you are literally changing your whole persona and you're changing your whole mindset to be confident in who you are. And when it comes to women standing together, not only allies and or people who are part of the LGBT community, but people of color come in here. A lot of people through all different ethnic backgrounds and societies come in here to share their cultures and bring light and shed light to people who are very narrow-minded. So I wanted to speak on how this month I will be partnering with Paige. We are going to be talking about a lot of LGBT rights. I do have a podcast coming out with Mavix coming out talking about trans rights as well and how women feel threatened about trans women and where they should not be threatened. So I just wanted to have you guys remind you guys that not everyone is out to get people, not everyone's out to hurt people, but people do come in here with very low to somewhat narrow-mindedness. And I just want to bring that to you guys' attention that a lot of things do need to be addressed, not only politically, but also socially and economically. Thank you.
Jay Vanity, if I had 8 arms to raise at that, I really would. Thank you so much. The truth is that, Women in Horizon has always been an inclusive space for BIPOC and LGBTQ people, also disabled and people who are traditionally not accepted in traditional structural systems. We really love and support and welcome, stand next to and behind people across the beauty of the full spectrum. Trans women and trans men are equally welcome in Women in Horizon. We will never judge you in any place that you are in your beautiful journey of life. And along your journey, you have choices. You may be who you are, and we will love you for showing up and being together. So it's such an honor, Jay Vanity Upton, to know you and love you and be able to work with you during this next month. And also remind you that Pride and LGBTQ rights is every day of the year, not just within 1 month, but in this 1 month, we're going to draw heavy conversations around that, and hopefully they'll feed the rest of the year and go into conversations that can be always and forever. That's some of my thoughts. Just like Black History Month is every day of the year, we also celebrate LGBTQ pride and identity and rights every day of the year. It's an honor to be able to live in a society that hosts like special times to honor as well. I'm a big talker too, but the stage is really not about me. I just like holding a microphone. But I'd love to be able to share it with the next person who may like to speak up on the stage. Would anyone care to talk about their experience as a member in Women in Horizon or in the metaverse? If you're brand new, you're welcome also. You don't have to be a creator, or this could even be like your very first day, and that experience is important and valuable, and can also help you start your journey. Hey, Leslie Faye, or Galactic Victoria, Complex Creator, and Evie, I welcome you to the stage if you'd like to hop up.
Hey. You go, Evie.
All right. Woo. All right. Thanks for being brave. I put you on the spot. Thank you.
Yeah. It's okay. It's
All right. Thank you.
okay.
Hey, girl.
Okay, so name is Evie. I guess in IRL, I'm a behavior technician. So that basically deals with students who have, you could say like behavior problems or so. I sort of specialize in learners with autism. So that's where I come in and I help them, with any sort of behaviors that they may encounter or need help in to increase. So I guess I wanted to sort of say maybe a little bit about how I came into being a behavior tech or being interested in autism. I started off as being a paraprofessional or a teacher's aide. I saw a student who had autism. I have a background or a bachelor's degree in psychology. So have read about, any type of, I guess you can say any type of mental disorders or so, or neurological disorders and things like that. I have not ever, in that moment, I haven't ever seen anybody who had actually autism. I obviously learned about it because of, my major. And when I saw this student and I saw sort of the progress that they were making, I was very interested, and like I was in awe on what was happening and how the teacher handled and helped the student. And just give you like a quick thing that the teacher was working on was basically this student was fascinated by elephants and was fascinated by the color blue. So she would not, I guess, sit in another chair that was not blue. And later on, throughout the school year, it happened to be that the teacher actually helped her in sitting in other color chairs. So she would actually, by the end of the school year, she would sit in a yellow chair or in a red chair, or it didn't matter what color. And I thought that was just so cool, how it got to be into that. Anyway, the thing is that this was an inclusion class. I asked my principal if I could be moved into an ABA classroom, which when I was not prepared what I saw. But I loved it even more because I saw how everything worked, and I had a great teacher that helped me understand even more and helped me learn how to handle it. I obviously didn't have the vocabulary that ABA specialists use or BCBAs use, but I just fell in love with it, and I pursued or am pursuing now um, a master's degree in applied behavior psychology. So that is something that I'm very passionate about. Hopefully, I know there has been studies where kids have used virtual reality to learn certain skills, certain acquisition skills. So I'm hoping that maybe one day I would be able to do something similar, you know, to help students sort of socialize, because that's one of their main characteristics of children who have autism, is that lack of socialization and verbalization. And I think this would be sort of a perfect place because obviously there's a lot of people that are accepting, and the way that that our avatars are shaped, it sort of interests them, because they don't see it as just another person. It's sort of like you're interacting with a cartoon in a sense, but that skill could be generalized into the real world. So yeah, so that's my story. But yeah.
Okay,
Evie,
I go next.
thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that story and your work and what motivated you to find this calling that is so important, and the way that you're able to vision bringing it into VR is really critical for today and the future. I'm so glad you shared this, and I know more about you because of it. Thank you. I'm excited to watch your work develop here. It's meaningful, and if you are new to Horizon, Women Horizon, or Better World Museum, or Horizon Art Museum, you know that most of our mission is based around amplifying your voices, and we're not neutral. We care about using technology to make a better world. We care about human rights, values, well being, resilience. We care about environmentalism, empathy, inclusion, diversity, and the stewardship of each other in multifold ways. Women in Horizon meets regularly. We have multiple worlds in which include world hubs, and we invite you to be a full equal editor so that you can drop in your doors as you build, or have a sense of stewardship over these worlds as well. So, with that, I'd like to invite anybody else. If you have any interest in speaking up on stage. Oh, Complex Creator, yay! Hop on up. This mic and stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I celebrate you and appreciate you for being here.
Well, hi everyone. Can y'all hear me? Just
Yeah.
Yes.
You sound great.
Okay, good, good.
Loud and clear.
Great. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Y'all know my name is Complex Creator. Really, what I wanted to talk about is more about making awareness about Down syndrome. I have a little sister with Down syndrome, and I want to make more people aware about the situation and at least in my personal experience, how I've been blessed to have my sister with Down syndrome and all the challenges that come with it and all that. I kind of want to do a world about it and I plan it because the day for Down syndrome is 321 because it stands for the third chromosome that they have on the 20 on the pair. Pretty much, they have extra chromosome. That's why it makes them so different. So I want to explain that to other people and. I would say that I will never try to convince a person to have a kid with Down syndrome. However, I would love a person to know the story and to know the story of other people with family members with Down syndrome, and how much a person can learn no matter the age, no matter what, you can learn a lot of a kid with Down syndrome and people with Down syndrome in general. So that's what I plan to do. Just give y'all a heads up. It's probably in a year in advance because, like I told y'all, it's 321 day of Down syndrome, so it's probably gonna be done. Hopefully next year, for sure. Next year is gonna be done, and yeah, we hope to have or seen a lot of y'all. And if you know anyone with Down syndrome, to let them know that they're normal, that they're special, and that there's people just like them that they have their qualities just like any one of us, and they just need to find them. And that's part of what I wanted to talk with y'all and want to share. And that's that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. No problem.
You have a wonderful opportunity to create so much change with your advocacy. You are really I'm so moved by the idea of you building this world, and I hope that we see Down syndrome members in Horizon in the future. I really do hope so, because I think that world building or feeling included here can make their lives have beneficial impacts as well as their family members. So thank you.
Thank you.
You're planting seeds and paving the way. We
please.
need each one of you in Horizon to be sharing your truths and creating worlds with, this wholeheartedness and the stories that Evie, Complex Creator, J Vanity Upton, Navalurka, Kila, I'm going to get it, and more tonight are sharing their truths and what they're building, and it comes from like not hiding, right? Showing your authentic true selves. And I appreciate that in each one of you that shares your vulnerabilities or your pains or your experiences. We are resilient community members when we see our reflections in each other's eyes, right? Then we're not just resilient, we're reflective, and we want to be reflective of our whole community. Anyone else want to hop up here and talk? This is
Crawfish and beer.
Your opportunity before this evening. Jojo, would you like to hop up and talk about being a woman in Horizon or Galactic?
Let's go, Jojo. Let's go.
Come on up.
Not this time
Okay.
around. This is my first
Okay.
time being able to attend, but
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry if I put you on.
no, it's okay. I am not shy.
Okay,
You know this. I'm
Galactic
not shy,
South.
but yeah.
You're not shy. Galactic, thank you. I welcome you to the stage and welcome you here for.
Hear me okay?
I can hear you great. I'm going to give you the mic and I'm going to hop down and turn on my record. So, thank you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Galactic Rhea. It's nice to meet you guys. I'm not going to say too much, but I'll just tell you about the very beginning of my journey and kind of where I am now and moving forward from here. So when I started out, in the very beginning when I first got my invitation, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to snap things together. I went to other worlds. I saw these beautiful creations, and I got discouraged because I didn't know how to do it. And back in later, maybe months later, really, and I had PTSD, and I'd been having nightmares every night for months, and it was a lot to handle, and so I started building in here and just learning more, and I discovered videos on YouTube, and that helped me a whole lot. I was able to start really creating some safe spaces and feel good, and that kind of translated into some of my that not every night it wasn't, I wasn't having panic attacks every night in my dreams. So that's awesome. And so that's where I started. And now tomorrow I start boot camp for I think it's called the Launchpad Builders Track. I believe Miss Better World Museum here will be in there. And I'm really excited to see where it takes me. So all I have to say really is just keep going. Even when you feel down, like keep going and surround yourself by people that continue to lift you up and that you can lift up as well. And those people that cause toxicity in your life, just block them. That's kind of, so yeah, that's what I got to say. I hope you guys have an awesome night.
Awesome. We love a positive messages. Where it was, because I'm charging and I cannot really look.
Yeah, that was a great positive message. And it's true. If there's toxic people in your life, you can totally block them. You never have to feel bad about doing that. Meta creates these tools for your own safety. We had people in earlier tonight that were disruptive, and we used our tools to vote them out or to change the way that they're impacting our lives. So I'm also a survivor of somebody who entered Horizon with post-traumatic stress disorder and have seen also a decrease in the stress and impacts of that. And I think that Galactic Victoria, you could even like a paper could be written about how world building like draws out this trauma. I think it's really an important, like when you grab those shapes, you're reshaping your life. When you stretch them or regroup, you are regrouping. When you build a respawn script, you're learning how to like rise stronger. So I think it's really important, your message, and I look forward to hearing where you're at again in a few more months or after the builder track. Yeah. Fantastic. We have time for one more talk if anybody wants to share their experience as a woman in Horizon, an ally, or anything. The stage is yours for up to 5 minutes, and I welcome the opportunity if you want to share. And before that, I close the evening with, if there's a last speaker, I want to call attention to our Protect Row world. This is a world in which you can be a collaborator. Row is an issue that affects all humans, whether you have a vulva or not, or it's way larger than abortion rights. It's also your own privacy of who you date or who you may marry or what your health care provider is going to provide you. And this is as much of an issue for cis men as it is for anyone in the LGBTQ plus or trans full spectrum community. So it is an issue for everybody. If you want to protect the people you care about or love, or your next generations, this is a subject for you to participate and know more and advocate for. And you can do that. I'll make you a collaborator. So we're going to have a full-on protest coming up in the future. This is not a subject that's just going to be here now and then end. This is like a journey marathon, or like not a marathon. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, right? So we want to have sustaining power and be able to create ways to elevate everyone's voice in that movement. I'm not sure what that will look like, but we're just going to ride it out and work to make that happen. So keep your eye out for a full-on protest coming up. And if you want to add something to that world, just take a selfie of yourself or let me know that you want to participate. Okay. Do we have one more woman who would like to speak tonight at the Women Talks? Okay. Okay, well, then I'm going to call it a night, and thank you all for coming, for being listeners, and being learners, and being sharers with your whole hearts here tonight at Women in Horizon Talks. Watch for a similar event like this in about a month. We want to kind of continue that on in this informal way to amplify your voices in any way possible. If you have ideas of programs you'd like to see or comments, criticism that's constructive, I welcome that. I welcome that a lot. My voice is not perfect. Thank you. My voice is not perfect. I'm here to learn and grow. But when we're all together, then it's as perfect as can be, right? So I need you probably more than you realize, or maybe even more than I express. So thank you.
We all need each other.
That's right. I'm grateful for you. Thank you, everybody.
And I'm grateful
and
for you.
Continue to create worlds with impact. Build from the center of your heart. Share your true stories. And through that, you're going to be making a better world. Thank you.
Amen. Lástima que no se pueda aplaudir, pero bravo.
Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I think I was here for support.
Thank you for sharing your voices.
What's up, girl?
No problem.
Yeah. Lavender, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Hey, how you doing?
You did great.
Absolutely.
Fuck gay people. Fuck them, bro.
Yeah.
Faggots.
It was hiding away.
We want you.
Yeah.
Too much.
You're not allowed.
I was
to.
working on my spring build.
Too much,
faggot.
Yeah, it's going good. How
You
are you?
faggot.
Very good. What was your spring build? Was it great? What did you end up doing?
I made April showers and Mayflowers, and they featured it in the.
You'll be welcome here.
They featured it in the plaza this week.
Oh my gosh, really? Oh wait, I saw it. That's right. Congratulations.
Sorry, I'm
That's
kind of
amazing.
You call it
extreme.
arbitrary.
I saw
I'm
it
the,
somewhere
I'm
else.
the,
No,
you're not
now-
welcome here.
So you know how there was an
Yes.
update, like
I just have a
Couple
low
hours ago.
tolerance.
Today.
All of
it's
these
broke today. Now my
women events
my
that
bunny
are
buster vacuum is
so
broke.
trolled tonight.
Understandable.
You
I'm
can
not
check it out, but you
accepting that.
can't get outside. You have
Yeah.
to cheat. You have to like go through the
Yeah, sorry
you have to,
about
like
that.
go through the wall.
Thank you.
No.
So is
thank
this like a women?
you.
Everybody
Yeah.
here's a builder.
Thank you.
Everybody here's a builder.
Thank you.
Jojo,
It's-
everybody-
I'm not
Wow.
sure. I
Just
don't
for
think
your
so. It's women in
information,
her
I've been
live
yeah,
streaming
just
this
here to
from
hang
my
out.
point of view as
What
well.
are you? What brought you
Well,
crawfish
hang
and
out,
beer?
though.
Thank
Do you
you.
want the video? Or do you want me
I don't know. I got my
Wonderful.
Emily said it's in when
Yeah, I
Liz
think
was
I
a friend
said
of mine
one
on here,
F
so
bomb,
I didn't-
and other
I didn't
than
leave 'cause I
that,
don't be rude, just jumped in to
sorry
listen.
everybody. I
Yeah.
just really,
Plus,
I don't
Monday
always
we had a
act
miscarriage,
cool
so I've kinda
when
just
people
been
Oh,
down
are
I'm sorry to hear
harming
that.
others in the space.
No, that's
Rough.
toxic behavior. and
We got
it's-
one.
It is
We got a
rough.
4-year-old.
Yeah.
But
There's no
this
excuse
has
for that.
been rough.
So that's
How
an
far
along
along
Saturday.
when she
and you shouldn't
miscarried?
feel
A couple
shame.
weeks. But we've been trying,
Well-
so it's like we're 35.
Right.
So we've been
I
trying.
don't. No, I get it.
Yeah. She got the shirt and everything. So
Thank you.
then we found out Saturday. We're super pumped. Come Monday.
Hey,
All right.
at least you know you
Well,
can.
for the work.
thank
it.
you. Benjamin,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
always
just-
so happy
Yeah,
to have
it
you
just kind of
here.
it's one of the things like wow, like Monday came, you're like
The
wow.
stage is also a
Like, we already-
place
like,
for
we
you
already
I
told
totally get
Oliver,
it. I've
and
had
you're
two
able to
miscarriages.
share in any
My
way
son's
that's
Oliver,
best
so
for
we told
you.
him he's super pumped. We're gonna keep going, but it's just been a weird week.
Totally get it.
Yes.
Well, she's handling it better than I am. I'm just like let's go, let's do this.
Okay, everybody. Good night. I'm gonna
like,
hop out of
I don't know.
a VR.
All right.
But
Good night.
Thank
That's what
you.
it is.
Thank
Gotta
you.
keep
Take
going.
care.
Thank
Sleep
you.
well.
Bye.
we're
Have a
getting
good,
older.
have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Nice seeing
Appreciate
you.
it.
Good night.
Yeah, I appreciate
Nice
it.
to see you. I'd love to see you more. I'll be a little more intentional of
Yeah.
coming and
It's such a
visiting.
hard
That's
thing.
fine.
I think it's such a
Yeah,
No worries.
I
Yeah,
just love your
totally.
People don't always
energy
talk
and
about,
the
you
fun
know, like, what a
programs
big
that
role
Well,
you're
I know, but I mean, I do like.
I have a dating show, and I'd love for you to join me in
So we were that we.
hosting it.
He's full and
That'd be a
healthy
lot
now,
of
but
fun.
Yeah, it's
That's why I sit
VR
in stuff like this.
Island. It's like a
I'm a
island
good talker and
getaway
listener,
love,
so I listen too.
love elimination show with prizes.
That'd be
But
really
yeah, no,
fun.
it's gonna be better.
Yeah, it was
next week
actually
we'll bounce
my
back.
very
We'll be
first
stronger next week.
world.
This week's just
Oh my
been.
goodness.
And
Okay.
I've just kind
Yeah.
of been
So I-
saving it
So
for
I own an
when
insurance
the
company,
whole
and
horizon's
I'm not even going to work
been
this week. I
open.
mean, I'm like, no, I'm saying I'm not even going to like.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
looking at it.
that
When I
sounds like
found
a lot
out,
of fun.
when I found out, I was typing on the computer, and I
I'd
was just
love
like,
it. Let's
clap.
connect soon.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good.
we're gonna spend time
Awesome.
together, and that's kind of
Good
where we're at
night.
right
Have a
now.
good night.
Wow.
Things will
Thank
circle back.
you. Thank you. I'm gonna go.
Well, it's a
eat.
process when you're
Okay,
going through
good
the pregnancy.
night.
It's a process. It's a process for parents. It's tough.
Yeah.
The whole journey and stuff. I mean,
Okay,
our
there's
first
some
son was,
interesting things that
premature,
happened
So that was
in-
like that was
in that event,
8 months.
and
so
I caught
he's
all of
healthy
it
now,
on
but it was
stream.
a rough ride.
so
But no, we're
Yeah.
you're right. We can
I
keep
have a
looking. At
list
least
of
we can
people
have a kid.
who
We're
were
gonna keep going. But
reported.
it's just, we've been trying, so we were like so
Hopefully
like
they are
here.
banned from Horizon,
And
their
then-
accounts.
And then it's just like
Be nice if the
like I said,
Facebook
like
account was
this week
banned
we're
too, but
gonna
that's
restart.
a, be a
We'll
little
restart. We'll
extreme.
bounce back next week. It'll be a blast.
Yep.
We end it here because that's the end of the Women in Horizon talks for today, May 17th. I'm going to switch games actually to
people just wouldn't even
a
talk
new
about
game.
the experience of
So
being
join me
miscarriage,
in
experiencing that.
a few minutes or
And
so
still,
while I
like,
get
it's
set up for
family,
that.
So, you know,
Hope you enjoyed Women in
yeah,
Horizon
I'm really,
talks.
like, I'm just so sorry
Besides
to
the
hear that,
interruptions and
you know, just I recognize
toxic
how
behavior.
challenging it is. So.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, I appreciate that. No,